Hello students. So we have been learning parts of speech for 1 week, and we have already learnt nouns, pronouns, adjectives. Now we are going to learn verbs in this video. So parts of speech. There are 8 kinds of parts of speech are there. So now we are going to learn verbs in this video. So what's a verb? Let us see. So we use verbs to say what people and things do. Verbs express an action. So we simply put it, verbs are action words. The words that express an action or tell us what a person is, what a person was, what does, what did, what has or had are called verbs. Okay. So they are action words. The words which express an action are called verbs. Very simple. Right. So let us see some examples to understand the verbs. First sentence. He sat on the bank. So the red color marked words are verbs. Sat, it's a verb. It is showing us an action. What did he do? He sat on the bank. Second sentence. She showed him a box. Showed, verb. Here, what did she do? She showed. Right? So, these words express action. The man opened the box. Opened, verb. They ate all mangoes. Ate, verb. So these words express an action. That's why they are called verbs. And there are some verbs which do not express an action. They just say people or things are something, right? They just tell us what a person is, what a person was. Those are called be forms. Be forms. So be forms are am, is, are, was, were. Am, is, are present. Was, were we use in past tense. Okay. So these are also verbs. They are called be forms, but they do not express action. Remember this. They just tell us what a person is, what a person was. Generally, these verbs often have an adjective after them. For example, he was very sad. Okay, sad, an adjective. Okay, was, verb. So these verbs often have adjectives after them. Was is a be form. It's a verb. Be forms are all verb forms, right? Next, the fairy asked the woodcutter why he was unhappy. Was. So is, am, or, was, were all be forms. These are be forms, right? Next, pick out the verbs expressing an action in the following sentences. So this is an exercise for you. What we have to do in this exercise is read the sentences carefully and try to underline the words which express an action. That means underline the verbs in the sentence. First sentence. The train stopped at a station. Stopped is correct answer. Second, the boys danced. This is action word. Danced. Correct answer. Birds sing. Sing is an action word. Sing. I take coffee. Take, an action word. Verb. The bus started. Started, verb. He smokes cigarettes. Smokes, verb. I saw the teacher. Saw, verb. He put the letter in the box. Put, verb. She speaks English. Speaks. Okay, so these are all verb forms, verbs. Some verbs are in V1, some verbs are in V2. Okay, we'll learn those V1, V2, V3 in another video lesson. But for this, now we have learnt what's a verb, what is a verb, and you also learn to identify a verb in the sentence, and also be forms. Okay, right? So let's go to next slide. Pick out the parts of the verb be in these sentences. Already you have learned what are be forms. Am, is, are, was, were are be forms. Let us identify those in the sentences to make familiar. I have given this exercise. So first sentence, he was very old. Was be form. Raju is tired. Is. The dog is very. My dog is very pretty. Is. Roses are red. Are. He was tired. Was. She is kind. Is. They were playing. Were. So see, all these verbs are be forms. They don't express action. I have already told you. Just they say, what people or things are something, right? Okay, they tell us what a person or thing is, what the person was. Okay, right? So I hope you understand very well be forms and verbs, right? Next slide. Sometimes we use two words for a verb. Okay, see, in tenses to tell the time of the action we use these two words for a verb. For example, the poor man was cutting a piece of wood. Was cutting, it is in past tense, past continuous tense. So we use was cutting. Later we learn tenses also, then you will understand it very well. Have lost, two words. So let us see what are the two word verbs in the sentences. He is writing a letter. Is writing, correct answer. Is writing. Is writing. These are two word verbs. Is writing. Is writing. Okay. Right. Next, the girl is writing an essay. Again, is writing, present continuous form. They are running. Are running. I'll write a letter. Will write. Will write. So two verbs. I have seen the teacher. Have seen. So sometimes we use two word verbs in the sentences. So you know all these things in your next videos when you learn tenses, present tense, past tense, future tense. Okay. So let us see what are the kinds of verbs. So there are finite and non-finite verbs we see. So what's a non-finite verb? Non-finite verbs that change according to tense. That means time of action. If it is present, the verb changes. Past, verb changes to V2. So that is a change. So those kind of verbs are called finite verbs. They change according to the tense. Change. Change. The number of people doing the action. If it is singular, the verb changes. If it is plural, verb also changes. Change. Right? The person, first person, they take. Second person, third person, these verbs also change. For example, I take coffee. When you use second person, you take coffee. But in third person, he takes coffee. So take takes. See? So the verb changed. So when the verbs change according to tense, that means time of action, and the number of people doing the action, and also changed according to the person, they are called finite verbs. I have given some examples. He painted a picture. Second sentence, he paints a picture. Third sentence, he will paint a picture. Fourth sentence, he is painting a picture. You see, verb changed. In first sentence, painted. In second sentence, paints. In third sentence, will paint. In fourth sentence, is painting. Okay, so all verbs changed. So these verbs are called finite verbs. Verbs that change according to tense are called finite verbs. Okay, remember what are non-finite verbs? Complete opposite. They do not change according to tense and number of people and the person doing the action. Okay, right. Let's see some more. The verb paints changes according to the number of people doing the action. I paint a picture, first person. You paint a picture, second person. See, in third person, she paints a picture. So verb changed. Okay, so these are all called finite verbs. Remember that the verbs that change according to tense, according to the number of people, according to the person are called finite verbs. Those doesn't change according to tense, number of people and the person are called non-finite verbs. Okay, so if you when you go to non-finite verbs, you can understand the difference between finite and non-finite very well. Remember one thing, that they change their form. Painted, paints, will paint, is painting. So say, see the change according to the tense. Painted, it's in V2, simple past tense. Paints, it is in simple present tense. He will paint, future tense. He is painting a picture, present continuous tense. So according to the tense, these verbs change. So those are called finite verbs. Okay, so non-finite verb, already I have told you, non-finite verb doesn't have tense. It doesn't change its form. It remains as it is. Whatever the time of action, number of people doing the action, the person doing the action, it doesn't change its form. See the examples. She likes baking. Observe red color words. Baking cakes. You like baking cakes. She liked baking cakes. I like baking cakes. They like baking cakes. He likes baking cakes. Okay, so if you observe all the sentences, baking has not at all changed its form. It remained same in all the sentences. So these kind of verbs are called non-finite verbs. Okay, she likes baking cakes. In this there are two verbs. Likes also a verb. You like baking cakes, like a verb. But here likes, it is V1 plus S. This is ing form. Okay, right. So it dislikes, this changes according to the tense. She likes, you like, but this doesn't change. Okay, these verbs doesn't change. So these are called non-finite. These are called finite verbs. Change, doesn't change. Okay, so in the above sentences, the verb baking has not changed with the time of action. So that's why it's called non-finite verbs. Okay, so I hope you understand very well. In the next videos, we will see what are verbs infinitives, transitive or intransitive verbs. Okay, and finite, and also we'll see some kinds of non-finite verbs in next videos. Infinitive, gerund, participle. We see all these kind of non-finite verbs in next video. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching this video.